you call me a moron to my face?
And infantile.
Get Mr. Brainchild over and I'll do it. All right, so you don't like me. I'm sorry.
Backstabber.
I don't want everyone to like me. I'd suck.
Backstabber.
No, not everybody likes you. That's why you're a hit.
Nobody likes you, Richard.
Well, you don't. I'm sorry. I'm fine. I like you.
Backstabber.
I like you.
You were
God
funny.
bless you.
You were funny for 5 minutes, though.
All right, you want free tickets to the Sands?
I wouldn't.
I'm headlining the Copa Room February 1st
Let me
to the
tell you
11th.
something. I wouldn't see you for
Get
free
tickets
either.
now.
You would have thought I tattooed
wouldn't?
numbers on Richard's arms the way he treats me.
Oh, it was terrible. I was really
Yeah.
shocked.
Hey,
I thought he
suck
would
you
say
with
something
that
good
joke.
about you.
Suck you.
Suck you with that joke, you piece of crap sense of humor.
Oh, yeah. Try and turn it around. Like I said something bad. I never called you a moron.
Yeah, I'm going to call you a moron to Keswick.
Thanks.
Richard, what time are you on?
30th and December
Richard, what
1st
time
and
is
3rd
your
at the
TV
Improv.
show on?
Huh?
What time is your TV
Well,
show
I'm
on?
developing a new one for HBO.
Yeah, with Don
What's the
Rickles.
name of your business?
Is Don Rickles going to be in it?
No, it's a new show. That's
Oh.
4 years ago.
Yeah,
Try to get
good.
out of your
Good.
time.
Smart.
Oh, Howard.
Yeah.
Then he
Try
said
to
he
get out
was
of your time
tongue kissing
machine,
Jamie
little
That was a
Lee
good
Curtis.
idea, getting
Get
Don
him off
Rickles.
the show!
No, I'm not getting him off.
Hey, Howard.
I'm not getting... Goodbye.
Well,
Yeah, Richard left. He left.
boy, did you piss him off this time.
I couldn't wait to call. I really mean it. That
Well,
was
the guy
pretty-
called me a moron.
He did.
Oh, dear.
And that was terrible. I thought he'd say something nice about you. I would have
He
never
left
called
his coat. He's not going
He ain't
anywhere.
going anywhere.
You better believe he ain't going anywhere.
He needs me more than I need him.
Come on, he's off. He's off the phone.
Come on. The guy's off the phone. Act like you're off the phone.
All right. So the guys are
The
like...
guy's off the phone. I hung up on
We
him.
love you.
No, I mean, so...
I hung up on the guy.
I don't give a crap.
I hung up on the
300
guy,
million
all
people in the
right? I
world.
hung up on him.
So have him call back. Is that
I
you want him to
can't
call
believe
back?
that one guy upset you so much.
No, you know what it is? It's because back... No, it's not him. I don't care about him. He doesn't have to
Hey,
like me.
Richard, guess who's back?
Hey, Richard. Listen.
So you didn't have sex with Jade Barrymore, Drew
I
Barrymore's
don't know
mother?
if she had... No, it was more of like...
Homo!
Ever consider hiring a live-in maid?
She makes me feel like a stranger in my house.
They like to cook and clean the dishes.
What if she doesn't like me?
They'll love your children and your husband.
Are you sleeping with her?
And best of all,
Get out of this house.
they never want to leave.
I'm scared, Mommy.
You don't understand. There is not much time. You must tell me where she is.
Don't miss Midnight's Child, Saturday, January 27th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, only on E!
All right, let's see. No, let's get to the interview.
We used to
There's
have
no more fun.
We used to do advertising. Used to
I don't do
plug,
that
used
anymore.
to-
I'll get you in and out of here before the advertising. Now listen to me.
No.
You say you claim to have made love to Jade Barrymore, Drew Barrymore's mother?
No, I never made love to her. We used
What
to
did you
make
do?
out
You made out
back
with her?
in the 70s.
Get close to
yeah.
that microphone. Now you got something to say. Let's hear it.
Oh, that's something to say.
Yeah.
Well, I knew that would
How did you meet her?
How old was Drew and where was she at the
About
time?
18. I was about 24.
No, really. How old were you when you used to know Jade Barrymore?
25.
And how old was Drew, the baby?
Oh, Drew. Oh, I remember. It was a great night. We were at the
You were
house.
with
We were
Drew
friends.
and Jade? You were making
No,
out with both of them?
Jade. It's a new name. I don't forget. Is that a real name?
Jade, yeah, it's a new name.
Yeah, I forget what her.
Yeah.
Just like 25 years ago. I don't know. Wow. But she said Spielberg put Drew in this movie, and it's like she was so excited. And
And you couldn't get her in bed? All you did was make out with her?
no, we were just more friends, but we used to like making out, like behind
Really?
before I went on stage. It was cool.
She's a hot little piece of ass,
Oh,
isn't
she's
she?
great, yeah. And she's cool.
And you never nailed her?
But, huh?
You never nailed
No,
her?
we never wanted. Actually, I probably would have tried, but.
She weren't
never
that
wanted-
famous yet? You couldn't get her?
Yeah, you have that theory.
Yeah, I know that
If
theory.
you weren't a comic, you'd be cutting pastrami theory.
I don't think you'd be having girls like you have.
No, like it's bad.
You're not a bad-looking
pastrami.
guy, but
No, I
you're not
get
that
it,
great
chocolate
looking.
pastrami. I'm not great looking anymore.
So you didn't have sex with Jade Barrymore, Drew
I
Barrymore's
don't know
mother?
if she had. No, it was more of like.
Homo! Okay.
Maybe gay.
How could you not? Maybe gay. All right.
You know,
Would you
well,
call me baby gay?
Maybe gay.
That's funny.
I've been hearing that
I thought that was a
rumor.
new kind
Have
What,
you
the
heard
Richard-
that there's a rumor that Richard Lewis is gay?
Oh, I believe
Are
it.
you out of your mind?
I'm not out of my mind.
She's just like the
People-
sexiest girl in the world. That's all.
People
Right.
have come up to me and they said, you know, all that talk
That's
about
possible.
Richard Lewis and models is
Really?
fake. Richard Lewis is gay.
Is that really true?
Are you out of your mind?
Have you ever made it with a man?
Never. I'm trying
You
to.
swear to God? Say, I swear to God I never made it with a man.
I don't. I swear to God, but I love women.
But did you ever make it
But
with
do
a
you
man?
make
If
love
I
to
made,
men?
if I was a homosexual, I'd come out. I'd
You
say
would?
it. Oh, in a minute, I can't. I think it's really despicable when people don't, for their careers or any people.
Hug me.
Good cover.
Hug me.
You,
Yeah.
you should come out. There's not a closet big enough for you.
Aw, be quiet. That's
So
not
you're
nice.
not gay.
You
You're
attack me
saying
enough
you're-
Did I really?
on other stations.
categorically.
I want to take you to Keswick.
Is
What?
he not
There's a
gay?
night in Philly.
Because I swear
or
to
at the
God,
Improv,
I had a
December 1st
friend.
to the
What, that
3rd.
said he was homosexual?
I had a friend who said to me she
Stop.
knew somebody who dated Richard when he was very young, before he became famous.
And he was a guy?
And no, this was a woman.
Yeah.
And she said,
We didn't make love?
well, you know him. Why don't you say hello? She goes, oh, he's gay.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Is that true?
Let me tell you something.
Yeah.
Do you know what happened?
you gay?
No.
Because you're not
I
going
say
to be
no,
allowed on
I
the show
laugh
again.
because I love women.
Right.
But the point is, you know,
Wow.
when you get on television, out of the closet, people will say things
Right.
like, "Oh, I saw him, screwing a possum," you know, that kind of crap.
Now, this is a good interview today.
Yeah, I'm telling you, this really
Well, 'cause
happened.
you're
That
actually
they saw
listening to me.
Richard walking down the street,
This is interesting.
and the woman said, he's gay.
Wow.
So,
All right, do me a favor. Let's do a
maybe I
test.
didn't want to go out with her.
Do a test.
That's what I meant.
Let me see you kiss Jackie, and we'll see if you get aroused.
No, I don't.
Come on.
Kiss Jackie Martling and see if you get aroused.
Is that
Kiss
a
him on the
true
lips.
test?
Well, this is a perfect example of your demographic.
Yeah. You want me to sign your book?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
By the
Let's
way,
see. Dear Richard, go for HBO.
well, I'm writing the script now.
Oh, so you haven't gotten anything yet? You're just writing
Yeah,
the
we're
script.
writing the script.
Is
Then
it-
we'll hand
did
it
they give you
in
the
next
money?
year.
So hasn't accepted.
Yeah.
What is it?
I'm not going to tell you the idea over the air.
What is this, Richard Lewis?
I might say Keswick, November 30th.
What is
Keswick
this?
Theater in Philly.
Richard, we gave Richard the hotline
December 1st to
to
Right.
the
get to our
3rd,
studio.
DC.
So sometimes
The
he calls Maria Melito at night, and one afternoon,
Because I like her, and I like rock and roll.
And he
Pardon me.
this proves he loves rock and
That's
roll.
a good look for you, by
One
the way.
afternoon,
Bridget Camel.
Pete
Whatever you don't dress well.
Pete
You're on
Fornatale.
TV, you dress
Right.
like
my
crap.
flying clothes. I usually dress well in flying.
This
Today.
is your wife? Oh, your wife? You have a cool wife, but she
Pete
she loves just
Fornatale.
unconditional
He
love.
calls Pete Fornatale on the air and starts acting wacky, making
Just
requests.
because you mock Pete doesn't mean I have to
All
mock
right, listen.
Pete.
I've had enough. All right,
Oh,
listen
really?
to me. Yeah, you
Great.
had enough
For
segments.
me.
No, listen to me.
Oh.
Listen to me.
Jesus. Howard,
You two
Richard.
should
we
get
had so
married.
much fun.
I
in
love
the
you.
You
80s.
two should get
I love you
married.
too.
I love you, man. I
There's
saw
such
you.
a dynamic between you two.
You were on Letterman recently?
I'm on Letterman. I'm on Conan. You knocking Conan? I like
Oh,
Conan.
please.
I'm on tomorrow night. I like him a lot.
Well, you must be desperate.
Doing Jay.
Why don't you admit? Even me and Belzer were goofing on Conan yesterday.
I do every show.
You've
you
really
know,
changed. You aren't going to goof on
I was
Conan.
go-
You're going to tell me Conan's show is good.
I love Conan. I think he's brilliant. I do.
Brilliant.
Well, then don't
Then what
call
am I,
Howard
Einstein?
brilliant. Don't call him
So you call me a moron, but you call him brilliant. Guy can't even get a 2 rating.
Right. He was a great comedy writer.
Yeah. What is he as a host of a TV show?
Look at those eyes. Look at the
Come on.
eyes twirling.
I want to, because I like to see hypocrisy. I want to look it square in the eye.
I like
Why
Conan.
don't you tell the
'cause
truth?
I
You think
had
Conan is good on television?
I had an experience. I did it once.
He's
And he
so
let
nervous.
He let me
He's
wail.
so unsure of
He
himself.
let me wail for 12 minutes.
Oh, so that
unlike
made him
you.
good. Oh, you mean because he can't think of something to say
No,
to make
because
it
he let-
interesting?
He let his guest do his thing.
Oh, do you think that?
on the other hand,
That's
if
why he
you
has a
don't
2
control
rating.
me,
If I don't make you
if
interesting,
you don't tie
you're
my
a failure.
testicles up,
The best appearances you've ever had on
TV.
TV are on this show, not on Conan. People watch that Conan, they go to sleep. When we mix it up, they love it.
All right, so you're right. So you can beat me up in your talk.
All right, good.
And you know,
I
really.
can't believe the guy's in here saying Conan's a genius. That's like saying, that's like, I
I
mean,
said
that's
brilliant.
like,
I think
you know,
he is brilliant.
that's like Bozo the Clown is
It
a
makes
genius.
his compliments to you almost
I'm
worthless.
laughing at
Yeah, I mean, who is a genius? I mean, tell me something. Who isn't a genius? That's what I want to know. You've become so Hollywood. Conan O'Brien's a genius?
I didn't go. I said I think he's brilliant.
Then, like, what's Jay Leno? Einstein?
Jay Leno's one of the best stand-ups that ever lived.
And what about Letterman? He must be.
Letterman's been on since '82 at 16. What is it?
Who is
16
bad in
years?
show? Tell me who's bad in shows beside me. Who is bad?
I don't watch TV.
Who are
Right.
the other morons?
Yeah. Who are the other morons beside me?
In the next book, I'll give you.
Yeah, all right. No, you want me to sign your book?
Yes.
Yeah, good.
And the typeface, by the
Let's
way.
Dear Richard, drop dead.
Oh.
Yeah.
Why? Put that down.
Yeah. Conan's a genius? Dear Richard.
The other book.
Dear
Yeah.
Richard,
Yeah.
Conan is a genius?
I have, my frame's gonna cost $300 for this, and you better think.
Look at this. I wrote, Conan is a genius?
All right. I think he's very bright.
So who's Chevy Chase, the Messiah? So who's Chevy Chase?
He's writing another book.
The Messiah? This is how I wrote the book. I sit there with the stupid pen and typewriter and everything. So who's Chevy Chase, the Messiah?
All right. I had a ball. Seriously.
Yeah. Anything else you want to plug? Use me.
Keswick Theater in
User.
Philly.
User.
Thursday night, I'm going to kick ass. It's the first time I've done a theater in 3 years.
Yeah, you're going to memorize your lines or you're going to read from cards? All right, here.
I do all new material every 2 months.
And are you going to read it from cards or are you going to memorize your lines and get up there like a professional and do your, at the Keswick and do your act? Do your act memorized?
If you don't plug these dates during the show and after the show, here's you at the end of the show. The last 2 times, this is why I'm angry at you. Peter, like anyone that works in the station, Peter, the man with no neck, will be doing a hop at
All
the
right, all right.
Rochelle High School.
You done insulting me? What? I don't think so. No, I'm too much of a moron to hug you.
Jackie Martling's wild 78-minute comedy CD or cassette is only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Buy 2, get 1 free. Call 1-800-323-KING.
You'll see. How do the fabulously wealthy polish their silver? They don't, and neither should you. There's no mess worse than silver polish, and tarnish remover just cleans 1 piece at a time. Forget it. Now there's Silver Lightning. Remove years of tarnish quick as lightning. No mess, no chemicals, in no time at all. It shines like new. The secret is this Silver Lightning conductor plate. Add baking soda and water, put in your silver, watch dirt and tarnish disappear. Amazing. Clean all your silver at once. This old tarnish coffee urn is cleaned right before your eyes. Look at the submerged half. What a difference. Call now and you'll also get Jewelry Lightning to clean your jewelry. That's both for only $19.95. You can spend more money, but you can't buy a better silver cleaner. Order now.
To order Silver Lightning for only $19.95 plus shipping and handling, have your credit card ready and call us toll-free at 1-800-843-0700. Call now and receive as a free bonus Jewelry Lightning. Call 1-800-843-0700.
Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
Who cares? I'll be watching E's Supermodel Sunday. What a year it's been for fashion. Grunge gave way to glamour, and thank God, hemlines are down. Hey, I'll be hanging out with all the beautiful people. Claudia, Naomi, Cindy, sharing beauty secrets and checking out what the stars have been wearing. Honey, you're out of bounds. It's 6 hours of glitz and glamour on Supermodel Sunday, January 28th from 5 to 11 Eastern, only on E! I'm a slave to fashion and E! What do you think? Ebony or Midnight Blue?
Who you dating? Anybody good?
I'm dating a lot of people.
Yeah.
So is
What a
Loco.
life.
Loco wants to go. I think she wants to find a young bass player.
You mean Loco
I
is
date
dating?
nobody. I'm just a workaholic,
Are you really?
man. So all I do is work.
Me and Belzer were goofing on Conan yesterday. I can't believe
Really?
you're taking that seriously.
I take Conan very serious. I take Leno and I take Letterman. I
Conan's
hate
a
this
genius?
crap.
Is
People
Conan-
are
is
dying.
Conan a genius?
People don't have roofs over their heads. And
Wait a
people
second, you said
talk
Conan
about
was a
what
genius.
talk
You
show
wanna-
has
you wanna
better
go down in
ratings.
history?
Who cares?
You wanna
These
go
guys
down in
make a lot
history?
of money and they're all doing well.
You want to go down in history as having said Conan is a genius? You sure you
I
don't want to
didn't say
retract
Conan.
that?
I don't know if
you
I said
did.
genius.
You said a
He
genius.
said
I think
brilliant.
Conan's brilliant.
He said
Oh.
brilliant. I think
See,
he's brilliant.
Who else is
Let me
great?
get-
What
let
do you
me
think
get
of Pat Sajak? Is he genius?
Pat Sajak, I haven't read enough of his work. Jack Kerouac is.
How'd you like my book? Did you read it yet? Did you enjoy it?
I was reading on the
It's fun,
plane.
isn't it? It's
Oh,
a good book.
It's brilliant.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
It's
You know what I
brilliant
about
like
it? You
Conan
start
is
to nail
brilliant?
'em.
Is it
Yeah, I
as
know
brilliant
what-
as Conan?
Here's what I
worked
meant
my
to
ass
tell your
off on that
friend.
book.
You're honest,
Thank you.
and then when you say things that are moronic, they are moronic.
Right.
To some people, to me, they are. But you also then nail things like unlike anyone else.
Thank you.
So that's the part of you. That's why I'm here. That's why I like to be on the show.
You don't like the moron part.
Why would I like a moron? That's a
It
good
might
question,
be
by the way.
endearing. It might be
you-
endearing.
I don't even know.
How'd you finish high school?
I'm not
On the
even
end
sure.
of the matchbook?
I'm not even sure I heard a compliment in
drew
all
a
those
band
words.
diploma?
I don't think there was one nice word in all of it. There were a couple in there, but they got
were in there playing
obscured.
back.
He hates you, but sometimes you nail something.
They got obscured by all the other
All
stuff.
the negative stuff.
Yeah. He hates me. I'm a moron, but sometimes he'll like me. That's why he's here.
You nail it like no other.
What a guy.
This show has changed so drastically.
Oh, jeez, he's really off now. Now he's taking his coat.
What? I don't think so. No, I'm too much of a moron to hug you. I don't think we should hug. I'm based on what you said about me on ABC on the Steve Moron Show. All right, come here and hug me. Homo. Are you gay? Come here.
Look at him. He's so short.
I love you.
Love
Don't
you,
say
Howard.
bad things about me, man. It'll come back to bite you in the ass. I'm very powerful in show business.
Ooh.
I am.
I know.
My movie's going to be a hit, unlike certain movies you were in.
Yeah, your movie. You started writing that movie when Cecil B. DeMille was.
Keep watching. Keep watching. I'll tell you one thing about me. I don't just do any script. My script took 2 years to write, but it's a good one.
I have 2 films coming out in the spring. Why don't
Yeah,
you
but will
have
they
them
make any
next
money?
month?
That's the bottom line.
Yeah.
All right.
Drunks is playing. It's Sundance, by the way.
Want to bet who makes a
Very
bigger gross?
prestigious.
Drunks or a Howard
Sundance.
Stern movie?
Well,
Okay.
Drunks is an art house.
It's an art film.
Oh, an art film. I don't do art films. I do film. You know what art films
Yeah,
are?
you do fart films.
Whatever they are, they make money.
I want you to make money.
Thank you.
deserve
I
it.
want you to make money.
Did you ruin this thing for me?
Yeah.
Ah! All right,
Richard
thanks for having
Richard
me on the
Lewis.
show. I'll
Did
see
you have a good time?
Huh? See my face tonight? If I lost my glasses.
A car wreck.
My film
I'm
will-
out of here. Do the show. Do your fun show.
Which is a better movie, Drunks or Robin Hood? Which movie did you like
I
better?
think they're very different. One's about addicts and one's a Mel Brooks takeover.
All right, listen
Where
to
am
me.
I gonna be?
Try to say nice things about me, huh? Even if you don't
Every
mean them.
paper, I always read the Philadelphia paper.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah.
Would
have
you
your
send me
friend
that?
Read the Philadelphia paper.
All right.
I always mention you positively.
Really? All right,
Yeah.
because I've always been positive
All right.
about you.
But the last 3 times you
I
never
even
plug
talked about how you were
my
funny
thing.
on
I'm
Comic
to the
Relief.
Misery tour, and you don't plug it.
I said you were funny on Comic Relief. All right?
Don't tell me that.
Takes a lot for me to give a compliment.
Yeah, but I did it for the homeless, not for publicity. That's
Yeah,
what
sure.
makes you a moron.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm a moron. How come you're not on? How come I don't see you? How come you don't? How come you don't give money to the homeless? All you do is go out and do your
Why
comedy
don't
act on
you- why don't you
HBO.
give money? How do you know
How do you
that?
know I didn't?
How
I
do you
just gave
know
10
that?
grand to the homeless.
Huh? How was that acting?
Yeah. It's good. That was good. All right. Goodbye. Richard Lewis, everybody.
Sticking up for me again.
Richard Lewis, the comic. Richard Lewis, the actor and comic.
Down today?
No.
It's killing him. He has to go out. It's killing him that he has to go out and do these stand-up
I know.
shows.
And this is why.
I'm at, this guy.
He's doing stand-up.
The C guy, the cameraman.
Next time you come
I
on.
want a new cameraman.
Next time you come on.
He's so judgmental, I can't take it.
Next time you come on, I'm calling your mother.
I hope he stays with it, but for me, I want a new cameraman.
I'm going to call your mother the next time you're on. I love that guy.
I called you judgmental. I don't want you to get
Getting me in
fired.
trouble, man.
Oh, I'm not getting you in trouble. I know you're good. You do good work, but you always tease me.
I apologize.
And I'm very fragile.
The man who made these comments about me is Dave Herman's new producer. A guy named Buff. I don't know what Buff is. Have you met this individual?
For briefly when I did Dave's show.
Yeah, and what do you have to say to you?
He's very nice.
Oh, very nice to you.
Yeah.
Well, why, if he's insulting my program and what I do for a living, why is he hired at my station? Why? Obviously, this company hates me.
What did they do?
Well, should I go into it? I mean, I just know they hate me.
Well, I know you have this feeling.
There is a young man who, all right, I'll tell you why this company hates me. If somebody made the comment about me, I'm going to read you a guy's, they just hired a new guy at this company. And this is him in the newspaper talking about me.
Okay.
Howard Stern is a bully, and he's getting rich at the expense of other people. Howard Stern, you have to have sympathy for a guy like that. He's obviously been seriously abused himself. He says that's no excuse to act out on helpless victims like Jessica Hahn simply because it's good radio. It just makes you another Jim Baker. I'm saying, shut up, Howard. New York's had enough of you. Howard panders to people's worst instincts and profits off the misery of others. He was once exciting and new, now he's boring and rich. The individual who made these comments about me has been hired by Infinity Broadcasting
In what capacity?
to walk the halls. The same halls that I walk.
He's going to be in here?
He's already in here. He already works here.
Is it somebody I know?
Tom Chiasano insults me on a daily basis.
He didn't say those things.
No, not Tom.
Oh.
But when he hires people who do this, let me tell you something. I know the owner of this company. If anybody ever said anything about him like this,
Oh, forget about
they
it.
would never be allowed to be hired.
In the entire Infinity chain. It wouldn't
That's
be
right.
like, oh, you can hire him and he's not here. Never for Infinity.
The man who made these comments about me is Dave Herman's new producer. A guy named Buff.
Oh.
I don't know what Buff is. Have you met this individual?
For briefly when I did Dave's show.
Yeah, and what do you have to say to you?
He's very nice.
Oh, very nice to you.
Yeah.
Well, why, if he's insulting my program and what I do for a living, why is he hired at my station? Why? 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 Why am I allowed to sit in the halls with these people, these morons? If I'm such a bad person, what's he doing working with
why
me?
would he come to work here?
Get him out of here! Get him away from me!
If he had any integrity, he wouldn't come and work for this
Wait
company.
a second, I'm having a heart attack.
Really? Would somebody...
Oh, my God.
Maybe
I'm not
we all
kidding.
should run away if you faint.
Wait a second.
No, we do need
I'm
oxygen.
hyperventilating. I'm not kidding. I'm not kidding. I'm hyperventilating.
Anybody got a brown paper bag? Don't just sit there, Baba Booey.
No, wait. Give me a brown paper bag. Put it over your head, Baba Boy.
Oh, he's so ridiculous.
I can't stand looking at you.
He's fantastic.
I'm being serious. Would you just do the show for a few minutes? Let me go walk around the block. Would you mind? I need to go take a walk. Would you carry on for a few minutes?
If you want to get up and leave,
Can
I'll
I get up and
carry
leave?
on.
I can't. I
Sure.
can't take work in here. Just give me 5 minutes to go recover. I just got to go get some air. Excuse me. Excuse me. I'm being serious. Excuse me. You talk to Jackie and Fred. I gotta go. Goodbye. I gotta leave. I don't know
Wait
why
a
they're doing
minute.
this
Could
to
you
me.
give me those papers? Because I would love to see where those statements were made.
Here. I threw here.
You threw them
Give these to
away.
Rob. I'm just gonna go get some air.
All right.
I have never in the entire course of my radio career gone out and gotten some air,
No,
but I
you have
just
never
by
taken
yelling
a
I just
5-minute
hyperventilated.
break.
I apologize.
Now let me see.
Put up that music. I'm not kidding.
Oh, this
I've
was
never
in
hyperventilated like this.
Don't walk
the
that
New
time.
York
Let
Post.
me see Tom. Get that camera off me. Get that camera off me. I'm not kidding around about that. Angie, I'm not kidding.
Hey, you all right, man?
Yeah, let me be in here for a minute.
Yeah, hang out with us.
No, you guys leave for a second. I gotta calm down. I'm really pissed off.
What I find with people most times is never in power. They'll say this stuff, but they won't say it to your face. This stuff is the problem now is that the joke is getting stale.
Howard, it's me.
Hello? Hi. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, sure.
Turn it off, Casey. Help me out with my problem, because I have a problem now that you're here. Would you think I was a sap and a fool if I didn't have you fired?
A show about fashion before and after the Golden Globes. Tag along with the stars as they prepare for the big night. Shopping, hair, makeup.
Now, seriously, you get to be a princess. Of course, it's got to be a little fun.
Join Joan Rivers for a look at who wore what, where they got it, and why.
Well, I'm not going to make fun of this. That's great, but the ring still is lousy.
The Golden Globe Fashion Review, Friday night at 10 Eastern, as only Joan Rivers can deliver.
You always say to a friend, don't you look good? But really you think it's...
Only on E!
Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
Who cares? I'll be watching E's Supermodel Sunday. Hanging out with all the beautiful people. January 28th from 5 to 11 Eastern. Only on E!
Al Donnelly is running for governor.
All the way to the Capitol!
There's only one small problem. His brother, Mike. So now, they need someone
And I am your man.
to keep him under control.
Okay. Good first day.
Black Sheep.
Are you or are you not the Black Angel of Death?
Oh my God! Rated PG-13. Starts Friday, February 2nd at theaters everywhere.
Now there's an exercise that's just as easy as walking and even lower in impact. Introducing the Fast Track, the revolutionary new home exercise machine from Fast Track Fitness, used and recommended by former Olympic gymnast Kathy Rigby. The Fast Track's dual reverse incline conforms to your natural motion, so there's nothing to learn, and there's virtually no impact, no stress on your feet, knees, ankles, or back. The Fast Track works you out without wearing you out. It helps you tone and firm your muscles, especially the hips, buttocks, and thighs. And it can burn up to twice as many calories as walking in the same amount of time. That's walking times 2. Why take the pounding you get from treadmills? With the Fast Track, you just put your feet in the pedals and glide your way to fitness. So get fit and healthy the fast and easy way. Get on the Fast Track.
For a free video and brochure, call this toll-free number. If you'd like to get fit and healthy the fast and easy way, get on the fast track. Call right now.
With America Online, you get 24-hour email, online reference, news, sports, and entertainment.
I can take Jess to the Smithsonian, browse through magazines.
And we can email your sister in college.
Not to mention get the latest NFL scores, update your stock portfolio, and check out those new four-wheel drives.
Cool.
Plus, America Online gives you easy point-and-click access to the Internet and the World Wide Web. Call now for your free America Online Startup Kit and 10 free hours. It's everything you need to get online. Call now.
Would you care to reconsider or re-examine your exploitation and abuse of people on the radio?
Don't you think it's interesting, Kurt, that you can't say anything to my face, you big jerk? Yeah, right. You're a big baby, man. How come you make phone calls to my house? How come you make phone calls to my house and all you do is ask me, hey, Kurt.
Would you reconsider or re-examine your exploitation and abuse of people on the radio?
Let me tell you
Howard,
something,
yes or no,
Kurt.
please?
In fact, this was the guy who worked with Kurt Chaplin.
Exactly.
Oh, I did not know about Kurt Chaplin. Was a guy we used to work with at NBC. He was a fill-in traffic reporter.
Why don't you describe this guy? Because we have no vibe if he's young or old.
He's a pretty young guy.
He's probably
he's in
about
his 30s.
30. Yeah.
And, you know, clean cut.
Yeah. But I think you might have actually had a chance to see him if you ever saw Howard's press conference on E announcing that he was going to be on E.
Yeah.
Remember those guys showed up? Do you remember that, Howard?
What?
Those guys showed up to your press conference at E.
That's right.
I didn't realize the association. He was the guy who worked with Kurt Chaplin for a while.
You know what? I went into a room and I sat down and I tried to collect myself. Tom Chiasano started banging on the door trying to get me out of there, but...
Oh, really?
You feel better?
What?
You feel a little
yeah,
better?
I feel a little better. Feel a little better. Where is Tom? What does he want
What did
from
he
me?
try to do?
I don't know.
You
He's
never
trying to
talked
get me out of the room, but I almost had a nervous breakdown. I'm sorry. Company continues to humiliate me.
Yeah, I had no idea who this guy was.
Are you okay?
No. I was having heart palpitations. I had to go calm down. I had to splash some water on my face.
Tom, did you know about this guy's history?
I had no idea these.
Sure he knew. Of course he knows.
I did not.
He does it to insult me.
I know. Of course I don't.
Good screening.
What do you mean you didn't know? How do you hire people?
Who is this guy that he comes here? And why would he want to work here if I'm such a skunk?
I'm sure he would retract that statement.
Oh, I bet he would.
What good would that do? It's in print.
Yeah. See, what these guys don't know is whenever someone new is hired here, I scan their names through my computer. And in my computer, I pull up the names of anybody who's made up negative comments out of me.
Do you really?
Ganji, come in here. What did I do yesterday? He'll tell you. Did I not take... When I heard this guy's name, I said, this sounds familiar to me. Buff.
You'll never forget it.
What did I do?
We looked it up in the computer.
Right. Did I scan every name in that computer?
Absolutely.
That's right. That's right. I'm unbelievable.
Absolutely.
You know what? An elephant... Let me tell you something in business, Tom. You need to know this because I know you take a lot of seminars. An elephant never forgets. I got to have a long memory. And you know who taught me that?
Who?
The boss of this company. He told me you got to have a long memory.
Your enemies are your enemies.
Your enemies are your enemies.
They can never be your friends.
If he says, if somebody says something bad about me, out and see, forever. And I used to say, boy, that's pretty cold. Now I see what he means. You can't let people step all over you. That's all right. You know, why don't you hire everyone?
They've already done it.
Hire Mark and Brian to produce Dave's show.
Be more specific than everyone. We can't afford everyone.
Why am I insulted like this, Tom? Why? What did I do wrong?
I have no idea.
Why does the company hire honest? Why does the company do this to me? My sworn enemies. Why? You might as well hire DeBella. Oh, you did. I mean,
or let's go get the grease man.
Yeah.
Oh, you have.
You have him. Yeah. Why don't you hire the grease man? The guy who tried to take my money, my paycheck from me at DC 101. He did that already. Yeah. Who took my paycheck?
By the way, you notice?
What?
Nice.
New wall.
Yeah.
Oh, very nice. Why does the company insult me like this, Tom? Seriously.
Did you get that for Buff?
You would have buffed
Buff
me?
Plums? You fixed the wall?
I buff. I like to buff your.
Why do we hire people who are my enemies, who sat there and try to ruin my career?
I can't answer for this.
And why is
the
Buff?
only thing I can tell you on this one is I had no idea those comments had been made. And I'm sure.
How
that,
did he come to your attention?
Yeah, how do we get this buff who says that I am destroying people's lives, I'm destroying
You
radio?
to people's
Yeah.
worst instincts.
Why is this guy here? Why do I have to run into him? Why do I have to be around him? I wouldn't hire anyone who says that about you, except me. Seriously, I would never in print say that about you.
And
that you ruin people's lives.
And I would never say anything bad about you.
Me neither.
But
because
how
we're on
did
the same team.
Right,
How
absolutely.
did we wind up hiring Buff?
Buff's not even funny. Buff's on there. I wouldn't mind if he made some funny comments, but what is that?
Comment
You tell
on
that punk,
Howard.
him and his friend Kurt. You tell Kurt, you ask Kurt what I did for him in his career and how I got him work at NBC, and then he backstabbed me. I don't talk to backstabbers. Him and Kurt are backstabbers. You tell them to take a flying leap off a bridge. You tell him for me, Baba Booey. Are you my consigliere?
Absolutely.
All right, you go tell Buffy today that he's on my enemy list.
But we have-
and if I see him in the hall, we better run for the hills, because I'm going to get a hold of the guy.
Calm down, you're going to hyperventilate
We
again.
have a problem.
Get him out of here.
We have a problem, Howard. How do we handle...
What?
There's going to be... Okay.
And I'm not doing the Dave Herman show anymore.
His office...
And I'm not
Neither
listening
am I.
to Dave's
I'm
show
off the Dave
anymore.
show.
I don't even listen to Dave anymore.
Yeah, yes.
No, I'm not gonna.
You love that
No,
show.
I don't love it.
Yes,
I
you
don't
do.
like Dave or his show.
Yes,
Not
Don't
a-
like who he associates with.
I don't like the production values. I'm not listening to it anymore. I'm going to forbid the audience from listening to it too.
Howard.
That's right. That's right.
Now
You
you've
don't
gotten Tom's attention. He
Yeah.
took this as a joke before.
Nobody listen to Dave in the afternoon.
See, we have a problem, and here's the problem. Buff's office is directly across from my office.
Yeah.
So there'll
Move
be, he gets in around, sometimes around 12:30, and sometimes you're leaving.
Yeah.
How do I keep you guys from running into each other? Should I just say, should I
You tell
demand?
Buff I don't want him in here until 2:30. That's when I'm
The
out
show
here.
starts at 2 o'clock.
I don't care. I don't want him around me.
I have a solution.
He can keep
He can call to check if Howard's here. And
Right.
if Howard's not, then he can come in.
Right.
Brilliant, Rob.
That's right.
Thank you so much.
That is brilliant. Tom, I'm not kidding about this. It's an insult. And you know what? If someone had said that about anyone who worked in this company,
You
he would
wouldn't
never
hire
be hired.
somebody who would say that about you, Tom.
Of course not. Tom only hires. Oh, it's a joke. It's a joke with
No,
Howard.
I didn't know. I had no
Guy's
idea.
an insult.
I had no idea.
He's a
about the
nobody.
comment.
He's a nothing. He doesn't
No
like what I
idea.
do. Why should he work with me?
No idea.
This guy must be walking through the halls thinking I forgot.
He must.
He must
because-
think I'm stupid. He doesn't know I
He
got a
hasn't
computer.
come and introduced himself.
You got to understand something. I had IBM set up computers for me just for this purpose.
Yeah.
So I could get my enemies to I hit a button yesterday. I took this guy's name, Buff. B-U-F-F. I put a percentage mark next to the F so it would search out everything that said Buff. And I want to say, apology not accepted, Jim.
Video conferencing technology used in the production of The Howard Stern Show, provided by IBM.
Ever consider hiring a live-in maid?
She makes me feel like a stranger in my house.
They like to cook and clean the dishes.
What if she doesn't like me?
They'll love your children and your husband.
Are you sleeping with her?
And best of all,
Get out of this house.
they never want to leave.
I'm scared, Mommy.
You don't understand. There is not much time. You must tell me where she is.
Don't miss Midnight's Child, Saturday, January 27th, 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific, only on E!
News from the front. Stalag 13. Colonel Wilhelm Klink rules his POW camp with an iron fist.
And you're the toughest commandant in Germany. I am? Oh.
Allied POWs known as Hogan's Heroes wage a secret war.
I see nothing. I know nothing.
In the USA, Hogan's Heroes, the collector's edition, is now available on video. Capture your first 4 episodes, including the original pilot, for $4.95 with subscription. The show is fast and funny, rated TV guide. Join Colonel Hogan and his heroes, comedy heroes, for a barracks full of laughs in Stalag style. Hogan's Heroes, the collector's edition. Order this TV classic on video today and get 4 episodes for $4.95 with subscription. And World War II will never be the same.
Get your first 4-episode video of Hogan's Heroes, the collector's edition, for only $4.95. Have your credit card ready and call toll-free 1-800-537-7744. That's 1-800-537-7744.
Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
Who cares? I'll be watching E's Supermodel Sunday, January 28th from 5 to 11 Eastern, only on E!
Every day, America Online is making it a little easier for people to live, work, and play. With point-and-click access to instant news and sports, financial updates, online magazines, shopping and travel, and easy access to the internet. Call now for America Online, a new way to use your computer to communicate and have fun.
Call 1-800-323-7300 for your free America Online Startup Kit with free software and 10 free online hours. It's everything you need to get online. Call now.
If you have an idea for a new product or how to improve an existing product, call Inventor's Helpline at 800-227-7000. Inventor's Helpline is offering this valuable information absolutely free. When you call right now, you'll receive the 10-step invention process, confidential documents, and important disclosure forms. So if you have a new idea, do something now. Call 800-227-7000.
For your free Inventor's Kit, call 800-227-7000. That's 1-800-227-7000.
You know what the problem is, Robin? If I allow everybody who just dumps on me to come work with me and I turn the other cheek, well, I'll be the world's biggest sap. I'll be encouraging others to do this.
Mm-hmm.
Anybody who thinks radio is in a dog-eat-dog business is absolutely out of their mind. Jim Buff, in an effort to keep his job, wants to come in and apologize to me. I'll hear his apology.
Oh,
that will go on right now.
He's here?
He's here right now. Hello, Jim.
Hey, Howard.
I've never met you before, have I?
No.
And you are now the producer of the Dave Herman Show. I got to be honest with you right up front, Jim. If I had known that you applied for the job to be Dave Herman's producer, I would have axed it right away.
Mm-hmm.
I would not have encouraged it, and I think you can understand why.
I can.
Why, if you get away with it? Why, if
but
you?
Why would he want to work here?
Yeah. Why do you want to work with a toxic problem?
But those comments weren't. I mean, I don't believe them. They were just. We were just trying to pick a fight. We wanted you to talk about this show that we were doing so that people would listen to us.
Mm-hmm.
And so I don't honestly believe those. I'm actually a fan.
So when you came to my press conference, not you, but Kurt, I suppose you were in on it, though. When you came there, you were a fan, but you disguised the fact that you were a fan by attacking me.
So you lied. You tried to get an audience by lying.
It was a bad attempt at doing what Stuttering John does.
I see.
Don't you think it's interesting, Kurt, that you can't say anything to my face, you big jerk? Yeah, right. You're a big baby, man. How come you make phone calls to my house? How come you make phone calls to my house and all you do is ask me, hey, Kurt.
Would you reconsider or re-examine your exploitation and abuse of people on the radio?
Let me tell you something,
yes or
Kurt.
no, please?
You're the guy who called me every weekend looking for a job on my radio show.
Yes
so
or
if I'm
no,
so
Howard?
exploitive of people, how come you call me for a job, you big baby?
Right now. You're
Yeah,
showing
good.
these people what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we know what you're
So
talking about.
would you care to re-examine your position of
Yeah, how come
exploitation
you saw me
and
in an
abuse
elevator the
people on
other
the
day?
radio? Or
See, this
not,
is what I
Howard?
mean. I can't have a happy
Yes
press
or not,
conference.
Howard?
This guy is starting up a radio show. He's trying to get a radio show going. And you
You
know
haven't
what?
answered my
This is a guy who
question,
called me every
and if
day
you
for a
don't
job.
answer
It was not. It was not a good idea.
Now, if someone's a fan, why would they? I don't understand something. If I'm a fan of something, I go on the record as saying I'm a fan of it. I don't understand why somebody would attack me.
We didn't think anyone would pay any attention if we said we were fans. But when
why
we
not
said
do your own thing?
But when we were well, the show we were doing, we were leasing time. It was our own money. We invested money. We had investment money, and we needed to get attention fast.
All right. Would you think I was?
And that got us attention fast.
Help me out with my problem, because I have a problem now that you're here. Would you think I was a sap and a fool if I didn't have you fired, or if I didn't make every effort to have you fired? Would you think I was a sap, and then that way I'm saying to other broadcasters, go ahead, badmouth me all over the place, make any kind of false accusation you want, even if you don't believe it, and don't worry, you can be hired by this company?
No,
you would think I was a sap, right?
No, I don't think that, no.
What am I then?
Well, we sent you a letter of apology 2 years ago, and I would hope that you would say,
apology
well,
was not
understand.
accepted.
You didn't get in the newspapers apologizing.
No, you sent a private letter to me.
Right.
All the press that you got, and you got considerable press, and it hurt me when I saw it was Kurt. I didn't know you, but I got to tell you, I feel like I would be an embarrassment to myself, to my family, and to my friends. And when I got the apology letter, I took it and I laughed. I just said, this is a goof. This guy must think I'm a sap. So he can attack me, try to ruin me, try to do anything he wants, and then I'm supposed to go, Okay, I got to be gracious.
Well, I don't think we tried to ruin you.
This company tries to ruin me by bringing you in here because I know that this company has a policy. When you say something bad about this company, you don't get hired here. That's the policy. When you say bad things about Infinity Broadcasting, the owner of the company says he will never work for me again.
Yeah.
He will never work for me again.
Apparently that Infinity umbrella doesn't cover you.
And I look bad. I look bad because now you're working here and you're a guy who needs a job.
I wonder why
Suddenly,
you would try to sneak in after doing all of those things and saying all of those things, to just sort of sneak in here.
Have you been
work
nervous
here.
about this?
No.
Were you nervous I'd find out?
No, I don't think I tried to sneak in either.
Did you think that I would be upset?
No, I think you knew.
No, I had no idea.
I've been here since January.
Had no idea. Honestly, had no idea. I didn't know the name Jim Buff.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Kurt's name.
Mm-hmm.
If I had seen Kurt, I would have walked out of here. I never would even live here. I couldn't even live in the same building with that guy. And so what I want to say to you is the following. I have been put in an awkward position once again by the company. I have been humiliated constantly by the company because I always turn my back. And I want to say, apology not accepted, Jim. I want to say it.
He didn't even apologize yet.
Oh. Did you apologize yet? He apologized in a letter, supposedly,
well,
that
I
Kurt
didn't
wrote.
see that letter. I
saw
thought
the
he
letter.
was here for a personal apology now.
Oh, are
He
you?
has hardly said anything.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What's the apology?
I'm terribly sorry that it was a terrible idea. It was, I believe that we should never have tried to make our name at your expense, and I felt bad about
Especially
it.
if you're a fan. I don't mind if you're not. And then why come work here? Listen, let me tell you something.
Mm-hmm.
Apology not accepted.
That was a terrible apology, by the way.
Well, I didn't get it.
From now on, if I run into you in the hall...
He says he's not finished.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Is,
All right,
is
so you're
there
right.
anything I can do that would make this an acceptable apology? Because I would. I
Go
feel
into
that
Fred's
bad about
bag and find out if he has any material with him. No, in all seriousness,
Not that crazy.
I can't be magnanimous about this one. From now on, if I see you in the hall or I hear your voice, it will be the wind to me. In other words, it will be as if the voice is not there. You see how I hear your voice now? I will never hear your voice again. It will be as if the wind is blowing. This is how it will happen. Here, you say something to me. Just say anything. Say, hey, Howard.
Hey, Howard.
I don't hear anything. I just felt a gust of wind across my face. I feel wind. I don't hear anyone. I don't see anyone. I just felt wind. I'm thrilled you're stuck working with Dave. It's jail with a CD player. Jackie Martling's wild 78-minute comedy CD or cassette is only $10 plus $3 shipping and handling. Buy two, get one free. Call 1-800-323-KING.
Who's playing in the Super Bowl?
Who cares? I'll be watching E's Supermodel Sunday. What a year it's been for fashion. Grunge gave way to glamour, and thank God, hemlines are down. Hey, I'll be hanging out with all the beautiful people. Claudia, Naomi, Cindy, sharing beauty secrets and checking out what the stars have been wearing. Honey, you're out of bounds. It's 6 hours of glitz and glamour on Supermodel Sunday, January 28th from 5 to 11 Eastern, only on E! I'm a slave to fashion and E! What do you think? Ebony or Midnight Blue?
Chris O'Donnell on acting and blowing his own horn.
I woo women with my sensuous and godlike trombone playing.
Chris O'Donnell Uncut, Friday night at 8:30 Eastern on E!
Al Pacino is Mayor John Pappas.
New York City. This is the place.
He had the dream. He had the power. Until a shooting changed everything.
5 people are dead, and they're connected, and that's all I know. And that's all I want to know. This is a crisis that can sink us.
I get the funny feeling this one's not over yet.
Al Pacino, John Cusack, and Bridget Fonda. City Hall, rated R. At theaters February 16th.
I cut my vitamin bill in half, thanks to Puritan's Pride.
I saved over 50% on my vitamin purchase. Shopping with Puritan's Pride is like putting money back in your pocket.
Hundreds of thousands of people are buying their vitamins, minerals, food supplements, and more from the pages of Puritan's Pride. Why? Just look at our fantastic 2-for-1 prices.
Imagine getting not one, but 2 bottles of C500 with rose hips, both for just $4.95. 2 for the price of 1. And look, buy 1 bottle of ginseng and get another free. 2 for $6.25.
I bought 1 bottle of lecithin and got another one free. Just $4.65 for 2 bottles.
Buying from Puritan's Pride means you're buying direct from one of America's leading vitamin manufacturers and one of the largest. We offer a tremendous variety of products. Hundreds of the finest vitamins, minerals, food supplements, and herbs, including the newest products nutritional science has to offer. Puritan's Pride offers you a full money-back guarantee on every purchase. So call now for your free 96-page Puritan's Pride catalog.
Puritan's Pride, the smart way to buy vitamins.
You're waltzing up the red carpet, stars and paparazzi all around. Is it a fantasy? No, it's E! E takes you closer to the live action than you've ever dreamed. You'll have access to the stars at all of Hollywood's main events. See them arrive, who they're with, what they're wearing. Whether it's the Oscars, the Emmys, the Grammys, the Golden Globes, or live movie premieres. Ah! E's right there live with full red carpet coverage and me, Joan Rivers, as your host. Sound like a dream? It is, right here on E!
Jim, I wish you luck in your job. Work with Dave Herman. I know it's exciting.
Good luck to you. Luck to you.
Good luck to you. I'm wishing you luck. But you and I don't have to interface.
Well, I hope that changes. I hope you have a change of heart somewhere down the road.
And perhaps it'll happen.
Yeah, you could save his life one day.
Right. If I'm jumping off a bridge and you catch me, I don't even think that would repair it.
Well, I would anyhow.
Yep.
I would try.
I'm thrilled you're stuck working with Dave. It's jail with a CD player. That's your cross to bear. I'm sure you got a very nice life and all of that. And listen, good luck to you. And I'm wishing you luck and all that with your job. And maybe the company will love you better than they love me. Maybe they won't hire your enemy.
Well, I think they love you a lot, even though you don't feel it.
Right.
You know.
All right. Thank you. Nice to meet you. And
thanks for having me.
From now on, I didn't hear
for giving me the opportunity.
I hear
to
something.
apologize.
No, I don't hear anything. I don't hear anything. That's how, and let that be a lesson to any other broadcaster out there that thinks big wise ass. I don't care. Say what you want. But don't expect to come in here and start talking to me like I'm your pal.
And just shake your hand.
Ganji, don't even interview him afterwards because I won't hear it. You should interview a blank hallway. You understand, Robin? On the E show, you'll see a hallway.
Empty.
Empty hallway. And they'll say, how'd it go?
And nothing will come back.
Nothing. Win.
Hey, so how'd it go? Do you think Howard's gonna still stay angry at you? Were you nervous in there when he was yelling at you? So how are you gonna act when you see him in the hallway? Are you gonna run away? Are you gonna do anything like special to sort of like apologize to him and stuff like that? And maybe send him little notes or something? All right, thanks. Good speaking to you. All right, Jim, thanks.